kit and caboodle. Bam. 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 These are wrong thing. This. Hello, everybody. If anyone's here yet, I just started, so probably not. Checking something real quick. What's going on there? Weird. Why do you keep... What? I don't know what the fuck that is. Do... Okay, awesome. Going on there. Okay, now I can go. I am admittedly getting really obsessed with mine colonies. What's up, Repexer? How you doing, man? Last night, I once again stayed up till 6 o'clock playing mine colonies. Like, Des went to bed really early. Like, she got home at 9, was really tired. She didn't sleep all the night before. Our sheets were super itchy, so I went and got some fabric softener. That fixed it. But she went to bed, like, we got home, she got home at, like, by 9:15, 9:30, and then, like, just kind of wanted to relax and shit. So I was like, okay, well, I'll hang out in here with you while she was watching reels on her phone, parallel play and all that. And got on Minecraft at about 9:30. And then I got off at 6 a.m. Because I'm fucking obsessed with mine colonies. Like, I really need to set up some area in my house that is for streaming that isn't also the bedroom. That way, those nights when it's like, listen, I'm going to be on all night playing a fucking video game that I'm currently obsessed with, I can at the very least be streaming it and feeling productive while I'm doing it. Because, like, hey, I'm talking to people and shit, and not just fucking stupid for staying up till 6 o'clock playing a fucking game. But actually, like, when I did sleep, the sleep wasn't bad. So, you know, I'm kind of energized and awake. Not as energized and awake as I could be, but, you know, well enough. I got my meal prep done. I did my therapy. I have a bunch of schoolwork since I have that sucks. Yeah, that's always a stressful time. I also realized I was really stupid by upgrading this mine shaft an extra time, because they will not start mining the level that you want them to, and I want them to mine this level until They go all the way to the lowest they can go. And mine starts to go to -16. I've tested on maths, English, and Latvian. Well, English is super easy. I think English is, universally recognized as the easiest language to learn, so you should be fine there. You're stressed about your native language? That's the one that's bothering you? You know what? I think that's fair. I think that is perfectly fair. Because, look at someone who learns a second language and learns the second language well. They tend to speak it so properly because they had to learn it that way. But your native language, you kind of learn colloquially, so you might not actually understand all the rules and all the different stuff because you just kind of do it by it's second nature to you. So you don't actually know everything as well as you might learn a language that isn't native to you, that is a second language, because that language you had to learn all the rules and learn them very specifically. Whereas your native language, you just kind of fucking speak it. So I actually get that. I think a test in your native language is probably going to be a lot harder than like a second language because of that. Oh, so it's almost like a speech class? I never had a problem public speaking. Well, there's also a theater kid. What?
Okay.
You now have a shield.
You are so wise.
I asked for a cordon bleu, and the cook served me a potato.
Be appreciative. We had a demo, and I got like 54%, so I'm doing fine on that part. It's simply the speech part that stressed me out for no reason. Yeah, public speaking doesn't come naturally to everyone. That's perfectly makes sense. For me, I was always kind of like good at public speaking. It never bothered me that much, but I fully understand that it is not for everybody. Hey, what's up, Stack?
Good to see you, mate.
I was thinking about retelling the story of getting kicked out of the Hard Rock Cafe again.
Can I help you?
Since I kind of did not tell it well the first time, and I ended up privating the video for it. So I might, if you're around, I might end up saying, hey, pop in at some point, and whenever I get in the mood to talk about the stories, so you could tell your story about getting kicked out of Planet Express again. Not Planet Express. Fuck. What? Planet Fitness. I was a theater kid, and then my job in the military involved a lot of public speaking, so I'm good at it. It's just something I do well. It's still in effect. You found out yesterday. Did you try to go to Planet Fitness again? I need to make sure Fallout 76 is updated because I actually kind of want to get back into that. Yeah, it's updated. They released the Ghoul update, so I kind of want to get back into it. They drag you to a room with two fellows. One is the interviewer, and the other is a grader, and it's all being recorded. Okay. Yeah, I can see why that would be stressful. Well, don't tell him yet, Stack, because I might pull you into VC when I get a little bit more energized and we can talk about it. You can tell him then. It'll be a surprise, Repexer. On him. Okay, I can wait till after. I can wait till you get back. If you're not watching at that time, it'll end up being a video because I have my own story about getting kicked out of somewhere that I want to tell again. I got kicked out of the Hard Rock Cafe. Need a university level 2. Build options, builder, Nicholas, upgrade. I need to figure out how to do that legally. I'm not recording me committing a crime and then posting that. That would be dumb. And in Virginia, it is just a crime to unleash pepper spray for any reason that's not self-defense. So I need to see if I can go to like a security force training academy or something like that and get them to do it. I'll start reaching out to some tomorrow. Stack, do you actually know of a place? Because you work security. Some people just give an educated approach only and pray, but I fully understand your view too. Yes, but the problem isn't that. The problem is that in my state, releasing pepper spray at all for any reason is a crime, unless that reason is self-defense. So even if I do it for educational purposes only, my state, it would be a crime. So I'm not going to record it. I'm not going to do it, record it, and then publish it, and basically, like, be publishing myself committing a crime, and the state decide to be pissy with me. So even like literally any reason of releasing pepper spray that is not like for self-defense, they can prosecute you for. which is stupid. But I also get it because it's a thing that can spread. It can hit people that it's not intended to. It can be gaseous and affect other people. It can cause a lot of issues. So they probably just want to discourage it altogether, because if they don't, then people will, try to do it for educational purposes and shit like that and end up hurting someone unintentionally. But also, dumb. But yeah, if I go to, like, a security forces training place, a place that trains security guards or whatever, and say, hey, can we do this? Then that would be, like, okay, they would have a license to do it or whatever. They would effectively have an exception. Oh, there it is. There's a residence being built. Bam. Yeah, but you can get exceptions. They use the same spray like in the military, but like there's an exception there. There's an exception built in because it is for an actual official purpose of training a person. If I just did it to my friends and my friends just sprayed me, we are not licensed to do that. We're not licensed to train people. We don't have that same justification. It's the same thing like when police officers go through police training, they have to get pepper sprayed. When security forces go through security training, they have to get pepper sprayed because they got to know what it feels like. There's that exception because it's being done by someone who's licensed to and for training. Okay, yeah, I'll ask around. I'll look around and see if I can find anyone that can actually do it legally and not get in trouble. I'm also just pissed off when we went through the training, the MA that was in charge of it did not allow us to record. Otherwise, I would have a video of it already. And I think it was mostly because if something went wrong, they didn't want evidence. If someone actually got, like, kind of hurt or had a really, really negative effect, they didn't want there to be evidence that could get them in trouble. Because the biggest thing in the military, one of the biggest things everyone knows about being in the military is learning how to avoid accountability. Make sure that nothing's your fault, and if it is your fault, make sure no one can prove it. I don't think it was about the tough guy look. I mean, to be fair, that command was very much into the tough guy look kind of thing. I don't think it was as much about the tough guy look as it was about just... That command was also really big into the appearances of never doing anything wrong. And if there was a recording of it and someone got hurt, someone wasn't doing okay, then they'd be in trouble. I mean, that command, I could tell stories about it that I won't tell because I don't want potential legal ramifications of me talking about stuff and then having to deal with them saying, well, no, and then blah, blah, blah. But there was a lot of stuff that went on at that command that was... A lot of conversations were more about, okay, how do we not get in trouble for this and not how do we do the right thing? Because I didn't have a lot of respect for the people at the command. I didn't have a lot of respect for a lot of the people at the command. I'll just say that. Your first like question when something bad happens should never be, how do I avoid getting in trouble for this? It should always be, how do I fix this? How do I make sure, undo the damage that was done? But that command, a lot of times, the question that was being asked was not, how do we fix this? How do we make this better? It was, how do we not get in trouble for it? Who do we blame? How do we spread the blame? And unfortunately, that's just a big thing. One, in the world in general, there's a lot of people that is their first question they ask is, how do I not get in trouble for this? But that's also just a big thing in the military. The people's first reaction being, okay, how do I avoid accountability? How do I avoid getting in trouble for this thing that I did? And who do we blame? Who gets in trouble for this that might not even be at fault? Like, who's our fall guy? Like, how's my home gym coming? It's good. The big thing now is I just need to take a trip to the dump so I can clear out space. Because I have a lot of cardboard boxes and shit that are in the way right now. I might take a picture later and just put it in the Discord to show, like, how it's coming along. But yeah, the big thing now is I still need to put the adjustable bench together. And the thing that's stopping me from putting that together is I have so many fucking cardboard boxes. There were 37 or 36 individual pieces that were ordered for this home gym, and each one came in their own box. I ended up having like 12 different shipments, I think, because they didn't ship everything together all at once. And they didn't even ship it in 2 or 3 times. They shipped like 12 different shipments of shit. And every single thing came in its own fucking cardboard box. And my recycling bin can only hold so much shit. So I need I put some in the recycling bin, and I've already done one trip to the dump, and I need to do another trip to the dump to get rid of the rest of it. Once that's done, I'll probably do that tomorrow because I don't stream tomorrow, so I'll probably end up running to the dump and clearing out the rest of that tomorrow and finish setting up the... Because also, my area of where I live requires me to get a permit if I want to do a campfire of any sort, or if I want to do a bonfire of any sort. And then it's harder to get that permit if it's going to be burning, like, refuse and shit. Yeah. And that's just my specific area. I'm also right next to a military base. I live right next to a military base. So that might be the reason why my area is very strict about certain things that you do. Because it's an air base, the decibel violations are very high. Like, in order to file a noise complaint, it has to be, like, over 110 decibels or something like that. But, like, certain things we need permission for. I actually have to get the city to plant a tree for me on my part of my yard. Yeah, and the weird thing is, like, just, like, 10 minutes away, like 20 minutes away, I don't know why I said 10. 20 minutes away, a buddy of mine lives, and they literally do not need, like, technically, he could fire a gun in his backyard, and as long as he has a berm, it's fine. They don't care. Where I'm at, if I have a campfire, like a small little, like, contained fire, I technically need to get a permit to do it. And it's one of those things where if my neighbors were more chill, I might be like, it's fine. But I know one of my neighbors would complain. I know, it's not like, oh, one of them. I know the one that would complain, and I don't want to deal with it. Because I would rather do that. I also have a lot of brush in my backyard. That I want to burn. I also need to build the flower bed, or not the flower bed, the garden bed. I need to get the raised garden bed because I still have a little bit of soil. Because when I redid my flower bed and stuff, I dug up a lot of the soil and replaced it, but I got more than I needed, and it's all just sitting in it because I didn't get bagged soil. I got it from a nursery, so it's all the remains are just sitting in the back of my truck, in the bed of my truck right now, and I need to get the flower or the garden bed, the raised garden bed, so I can go ahead and put that soil in there to free up the rest of my bed. Yeah, there's some places that are super fine with it and some places that are super restrictive. I think honestly the biggest reason why like my specific area is very restrictive is because I'm right next to a military base. So they want to restrict things because of that. They want to restrict things because that way if someone is trying to do something weird, they'll know, kind of thing. Or they could punish someone and they have more reason, they're more cause and blah blah, I don't know. Otherwise I would just burn it. Now I do have a fireplace that I can use my fireplace whenever I want. I don't need a permit for that. But the fireplace is not going to hold the sheer amount of fucking cardboard that I'd need. Not even like it would take forever in the fireplace to get rid of all of it. So I'm just going to run to the dump. Because the dump is free. I know some places like if you go to the dump you actually have to pay for it. Where I'm at, the dump is 100% free. I hate the fact that I fucked those up and had to restart everything. Yeah, no, certain areas in America just have really, really restricted laws about everything. I did not realize until last night that I can use my arrow keys to rotate this, to move this shit. Like, I don't have to press this button repeatedly. I can just use my arrow keys. I was feeling bad because I was trying to set up some wall segments, and Des was trying to sleep. I was like, oh, I'm just going to try this, and it fucking works. I could have been doing that the whole fucking time. So let's... Which I love that they put that in there. I like, fucking hell yeah, that's a genius thing to put in there. So much so that I didn't even think about it. And I don't know if it's in the instructions somewhere that you can do that, and I just missed it, or what. Can you rotate the intel picture so I can see the other side? The what picture? What are you talking about? Oh, I thought for some reason I thought you meant like. Yeah, no, yeah. I thought you were talking about like my motherboard, or not my motherboard, my CPU. No, the big problem with that was people being like, "Oh, can you get rid of the clouds?" No, no, I fucking can't. How am I supposed to do that? Oh, can you get one from this day that's not cloud covered? No, no, I fucking can't. What are you talking about? The clouds were there on that day. The clouds will have been there on that day forever. There's nothing I can. God. You get collection on this day that it's already passed? No. God, fucking people are stupid. Now you got me mad. Now you got me. Thanks a lot, Stack. Now you got me angry. Bitch. God damn it. This one's too high. Fuck. I could technically tell a lot of stories about that shit too, but I won't for reasons. Let's make sure, bam. Boop. Boop. Okay, yeah. I will start. I don't know. Fucking. What was I about to say? I had a thought going through my head and it disappeared. Bam. Bam. Oh yeah, shit! I had them build a guard tower. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Bam. Gate. Gate. I had it up one too high. It was up here, which means they wouldn't be able to easily walk in and out. Bam. Do I hate the fact that the music just stops sometimes. I need to get like background music or something that I can play without having to worry about copyright while this shit's going on, but bam, bam, bam. Let me go ahead real quick and make a fuck ton of torches, because everything needs torches. It's one of the ones that I can safely just put in and not have to worry about whether or not it's going to get used. Damn. Oh shit, hold on. But what's everyone up to, man? How's everyone doing? Actually, what level are you at this point? First of all, bam, bam. You need those. Levels.
Oh.
Got 4 more to go, and then you'll actually start mining shit for me. That was my mistake, though. That was 100. I did not realize that they would not start mining a level of your choice until they had already gotten down to the maximum level that they could. Which is, I get it, but also it's kind of annoying. Because one, if you want to level it up so that they can use a better pickaxe, you need to level it up. But then it increases the amount of distance. It increases the amount of time before you can actually get them doing the thing you want them to do. Which I guess is it's a balancing thing. It works as a balancing thing for sure. I just don't like it because it inconvenienced me this time. So how dare they? Why did I cook that beef? I need to use it to make farms. Fuck. I'm currently in the process of building out the farming district, and I didn't think about that. I'm gonna keep 64 on me. I'm gonna wait until these segments are done before I have the gate built because it's hard to sync the gate up properly. And you are going to be scheduled for an upgrade. Build options, upgrade, Niklas, bam. If I want to get the farming district, to do F9. So 1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on, I'm not doing the math right. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, it'll be perfect. This will be perfect. For now, I just need a good set of guards here, but I don't have enough people to have a lot of guards. For now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to level this whole area out. Much as I can. Again, farming district. Bam. This way. Okay. Oh, you know what I needed to do? I realized where I fucked up. Hold on. I realized where I fucked up. God damn it. Because I was trying to think, oh, how do I connect these two? But it's because these two don't need to be connected. They need to be a T-junction. So I can do a T-junction. That would be how I connected them. Son of a bitch. I wish these things had an option for tear down so that you don't have to figure it out. And it's not hard to figure out, it's just extra steps, and it's annoying. And then I need to do the same thing over here. This needs to be a T-junction. Oop. Oop. Bam. 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 Once it gets below, like, the visual level, I don't really care as much. It's just, well, it's visual level, I want to make sure you can't see the remnants of the old shit that I got rid of. What to get rid of? What to get rid of? What to get rid of? I don't want to get rid of any of it. Son of a bitch. I have a lot of dirt. That's gonna be fine. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Oops, not tower. Although I do like the fact that they have these towers that you can have built, but these towers don't work as guard towers. So it's kind of not useful. Although I should have just done a tower. But the towers also, like, they don't really sync up as well with the walls. I might end up, like, later putting a tower in and just having it replace whatever's already there. But for now, T-junction. But I'm probably just going to end up having guard towers. Corner. T corner. Fuck, it's gonna want me to... God damn it. Okay. Well, shit. I'm going to need to push everything back a little to work with this. Fuck. So I wasn't planning on doing the expansion this way originally, which is why I'm having these issues. Okay. Builder, Colette, bam. We need to go and cancel all the other builds, and we need to dig out all the shit. Lovely. Gray bed. I should be able to make that. Let me drop off all this excess shit that I don't need right now. I kept having guards die when I had them stationed there. Ugh. But it was for the benefit of the colony, so, you know. This is what they signed up for, and by that, it's mean what I positioned them at, and now it's their problem. Ugh. Okay, where's my great eye? Do-do-do. 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 There's one great eye. But I have black and white, so I can make more gray. Actually, I only need one because it's going to make two, so bam. Where's my black ink? Where's my black dye? Put it over here. I'm focusing so heavily on like mine colonies that all the extra shit that I know that would make life a little bit easier, like an ME system, I haven't done. The only like convenience thing that I've bothered doing that was not mine colonies has been Tinker's Construct. That's the only thing I did for convenience that has not been fucking mine colonies. Okay. Oh, let's see here. I need to get more wool. Bam. Bam. There's got to be some wood in here somewhere. I'll take this. Bam. Bam. Oh shit, I forgot to. I need to cancel all your extra things except for the T segment so you're not wasting energy and supplies and time. Okay. How's the residence? Oh wait, no, I need to supply the thing. God damn it. Bam, bam. I need to give you the bed and a hay bale. I feel like you should have already gotten because we have hay bales in storage, don't we? What if not? I'm just gonna go ahead and make one right now. Bam. Bam, bam. I need an oak crafting table. Oak crafting table, spruce slab, spruce stairs. Can do. Could have sworn I had a fuck ton of spruce stairs, but I've also done a lot of building since then. I only need 4 of you. Yeah, let's just take a few of these. Bam. I need not a whole lot of spruce slabs. That'll do it. Did I not make them? What? Oh, no, I made them. And then I'm going to just go ahead and make all of these into a combination of slabs and stairs. Because whatever I don't need right now will be used in the future. Bam.
Hey, mate.
Boom, 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 boom. They'll come get stuff. Okay, he is 100% funded. She is working on the gate. Now I just need to tear down all the residents, or all the segments that have already been built, because I fucked up. Again, I just wish there was an option for tear down. Like, it'll just remove all the stuff. That would make life easier. It would also make life easier, too, if, like, they added, similar to the way they have, like, the patrol routes thing and the forester section thing, if they had a way to make it so that you can, like, click, oh, I want a wall, I want it from here all the way there, and then it just follows the pattern like that for that distance. That would, and I don't know if there's, like, restrictions in, like, just the way the code works for them to be able to do that easily, but that would be an amazing update of just being able to say, I want wall from here to here, and maybe select, oh, wall here, here, here to here, gate here, then the wall again. But yeah, no, I don't know if there's restrictions that stop them from doing that, but that would be an amazing update to mine colonies. I think that would make me very happy. Because then you wouldn't have to worry about setting everything up right. Or just say, like, I want a wall around this, similar to the forester thing, where you select a zone. I want a wall around this zone, and it builds the wall that way, and it recognizes where the corners are and builds the corner things, and then you could, like, maybe it pops up little things like this every so often so that you can select an area to become a gate or a tower or something like that. That would be really cool. Okay. Well, time to get rid of this shit. I'm just gonna leave, because the fence posts are just annoying to get rid of. I'm just gonna leave them, because when I end up upgrading it and it becomes a taller wall, they'll get rid of it themselves. And once I got the wall done, the very next thing I'm doing is setting it all to upgrade, because I want a cooler wall. Yeah, so it'll end up, like, getting rid of that. Why am I doing it the dumb way again? It'll raise it up enough that it'll dig out those fence posts to begin with, so it's not even a problem. And it saves me from the pain in the ass of having to individually get all of them. But I do realize it might cause a problem for the residents. Shit. I have to halt construction on the residents. I can do that. I can do that and it won't be a problem. They'll just move on to working on the guard tower. I'm going to go do that real quick. I'm going to halt construction on the residents. It'll move on to the guard tower, and then I can restart construction if it's not going to be a problem. Fuck! I should have thought about this stuff ahead of time, but I didn't. Occasionally it crashes whenever I do this stuff. I'll be right back. Back. Yeah, for some reason, when I do work orders, when I change work orders around in mine colonies, it occasionally crashes the game for me. I don't know why. Okay, it crashed again. Do. I'm slowly trying to get myself off soda, but it's hard. It's like my one vice, but in 2023, I managed to get myself so far off soda and sweets that like I didn't even crave them at all anymore. I'd only occasionally have soda, like if I went out to eat. Okay, fixed. Accepted the work orders being changed around. Let's go make it daytime real quick. Coworker. Okay, get to building that gate. I'm going to need to move these saplings because apparently it does not like the sapling placement. These have not flourished in a while. Normally, you can place a lot of them in a row like that and it just creates a huge chunk of wood. But whatever, something's wrong with this one. One, two. I'm gonna do a set. Well, I can normally do it like this, like 2 sets of big trees next to each other. It'll be fine. Now I'm gonna go and start another one right here. Hey, bitch. Bitch, can you not? I would really appreciate it if you didn't. Great, now I'm poisoned. Thank you. You suck. Ugh. Oh, I got a clever idea. I got a clever idea. I don't know if it's going to work, though. What I might do is, because this is going to be the farming district, but then I might make this side like the military district, so for all like the archery training and stuff like that, and then do a T junction here and a T junction here. Or I guess I could just do a corner. Yeah, I'll just do a corner. That'll be easier. It'll just be an inner corner. Yeah, I think that's the smarter way to do it. Never mind. I had a clever idea, and then I realized there's just a better way to do it. Okay. Come on. I need to end up getting some redstone so I can finally speed this shit up. Okay. Fuck! Bam. Okay. Easy peasy. Actually, I do need to get rid of these because it's not gonna replace them. I just realized because of the way everything's set up and the fact that everything's gonna be moved off center, it's not gonna replace them. So they will just be floating there forever. Hold on, let me go drop all that extra shit off at Colette's. What is it you
Good
need?
day to you.
What are you don't have any open requests? Get to fucking work.
What's it today,
Why
then?
aren't you working?
If you say so.
There's no open requests. She's just not doing her job. See if the university is needing anything real quick for upgrades before I get going on other stuff. He's going to grab stuff, so he should be good. Needs torch. Oh, I am going to need... Okay, shit. I'm going to need to provide a lot of stuff. Okay, bookshelves. That means I'm going to need to get a lot of books. Means I'm going to need to get a lot of leather or slime. Is there an easy way to make slime? Oh, actually, hold on. I know where I can go. I know where to go. First, let me grab some wood. This should do, but it might not, so I'm going to grab some more. There's a Tinker's Construct slime island that I can use to get slime trees, to make slime things, and slime buckets. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? Just to make sure I can collect all those slime buckets easily, I'm actually going to make a lot of barrels. Or buckets. I'm wasting iron like I never would have before. And I'm going to go ahead and make a lot of... I'm not going to make... Yeah, I'm going to make a ladder. I want to make some ladder in case I don't have enough buckets to get all the liquid slime. I'll be able to go back easily. And then my axe here will just destroy everything. Where's the slime island? There, it's all the way over there. We're going on an adventure. Because the slime will be the easier way to make books than having to constantly gather leather. Because the I can just use blank patterns to make books with slime. And with the slime trees, I can grow blocks of slime. So it's altogether a more efficient way to do this. I'll take it. Yeah. Cool thing is, since this is over water, it'll be really easy to get off it when I need to. Bam, bam. I might not even destroy the slime island entirely. Because slimes spawn on the slime island, and that is good for me. Going to do this in actually a way that will allow me to not have to destroy stuff on the slime island if I don't to. Sky root log, bam. Onion seed. Oh, she finished the gate. Good. Huh. There's no slime spawning. Normally, like, giant slimes will spawn here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna harvest some of these leaves. I want to harvest some of these leaves. Let's see if there's actually a use for them. Hold on. Slimy leaves. Or if they're just aesthetic. They can be used to create Horn of the Canopy. Podzol. But I think that's just like with any... Okay, so they're just used like any other leaf. Yeah, they're just used like any other leaf. There's nothing special about them. Okay. Beating them up to see if they turn into saplings. Thank you. See if slimy vines are any different, any unique. Slimy vine, it's used for nothing that a regular vine wouldn't be used for. Well, I mean, okay, so I can actually use it to make slimy bowstrings. So that actually is useful. Okay, so I am going to collect some slimy vines. Okay, so only going to collect one if I do that each time. Bam. Fuck, I did not mean to do that. Bam. I could end up using a lot of this slime too to keep enemies away from my base. Just line my walls with slime. I could have them do the fill area at slime. That would be funny. Why do I still have the poison potato? Fuck that. Is there anything special about the sky root log? Is there anything that is, or is it just? It could just be used to make anything that that wood can be used to make. Okay, yeah, so it's actually not special. Bam. Sky slime dirt. I can always get more sticks. There's always more sticks to be had. I don't care about the dirt. I just need the slime. And grass. Is this actually liquid slime or? Oh yeah, they're saying it's sky slime. I don't have the space for it right now, so I am going to Geronimo real quick. Let's go. Huh. Do do. Oh. Wee. Okay. Now let's go back. I'm going to put some more stuff back. I'm going to keep these because I'm going to need that. I'm going to need more. She started on the T corner. Awesome.
Need something?
A lot of fucking spruce fence. God damn it. Okay, give me a second. I got some spruce fence for you, bitch.
Yes.
Bam, bam. Where are you at? It's got 2 more levels to go, and then he'll actually start mining shit for me, which means I should suddenly get an influx of iron and hopefully redstone. That would have been bad. Okay. Okay. Oh, hi, buddies. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to leave most of the water here because I think the water's actually required for those little slimes to spawn. But I am going to take this for now, and I'm going to try to make my own little thing and see if slimes will spawn there. Woo! If I can make a slime spawning pool. Again. What the fuck? Weird.
Hello, everyone. This is Direwolf20, and
Guys about to crap. No, it's loading. Okay. Weird. But that happened. Let's go. Huh. I'm gonna make my little sky slime right here. Let's see if that fix that. Easy peasy there. How's this going? Need to go get stuff for the university we built real quick. Oh, that's right, because the book. Yep, that's why I was getting the bookshelves to begin with. Blank pattern. Pattern. Okay, book. Okay, paper slime. Doot doot doot. I should have a fuck ton of it. I just don't remember where it is of the sugarcane. Then I'm just going to make a bunch of extra books to begin with because I tend to get citizens coming in that want book to stay. They want book. And I don't have book when they're here, and then they leave before I get book. So me going to get more. There you are. Haha. Do 1, 2, 3. What? Wait, hold on. I didn't get enough. Sky slime. Bam. Bam. God damn it. Bam. 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 I forgot to grab the slime first. I'm also going to grab this. Put this back, grab this. Put this here for the moment. Grab this. Bam. 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 Lots of book. And then boom, 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 boom. Plenty there. Bam, 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 bam. Ah! I could still make more. I'm not going to bother right now because this is more than enough. And I have the stuff to make more when necessary. What did I just grab? Because it wasn't what I need. God damn it! There you go. Why? Wait, hold on.